Where was I?
Have your way, God. Have your way.
Man, can I get a shout? Can I get a shout? Shout! 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 Shout!
Hallelujah.
I'll tell you why we're shouting, because we're breaking chains in the spirit realm.
Breaking chains.
All right, I don't come in here shortchange myself. I have drug addiction. I got hurt on the job, and for 5 years, it started out with Vicodin, then it moved to Oxycontin, and then I became a master shopper of doctors. And when I got done with everything, I found a doctor in Grandview that would give me 11 Oxycontin, 40 milligrams per day. Not a month or a week, per day. My script was so big, I had to go 3 times or every 3 days to get my script filled.
My God.
That's wicked.
Wicked.
While I was out there also losing I went on workman's comp, lost a big pay cut there. We just built our dream home. Been there a year, then I get hurt and all this starts to happen. Our income's dwindling down. Then all of a sudden my workman's comp check became my check. It wasn't Teresa and the girls. I have 3 daughters. It wasn't their check anymore, or the family check. That was Danny's check. I remember being so wrapped up in my addiction. I'd sit in that front room looking out the window. I could see the mailman from a half mile away, and today was payday. I would be standing. Oh, I got a brother testifying with me. I would be standing at the mailbox, waiting for him to come by. You don't even have to open the mailbox, just put it in my hand. Until that one day, he drove right by me.
Wow. All right.
Oh, the state failed me again.
Tell it.
You talking about a sinking feeling when you think you got about $500-600 and that mailman goes right on by you. You're already starting to Jones and crave Oxycontin and cocaine, and you don't know what you're going to do next. So my drug addiction led me into cocaine. I got into cocaine, and I got about my 3rd year. I knew where all the kingpin cocaine dealers were in Columbus, Ohio. I was buying 98% pure cocaine, and every time I go get it, my guy, he'd look me in the eye and go, "Danny, you must cut it." I was like, "Just give it here. You have no clue how much my system can hold."
Wow.
Until this one night, I'm 4.5 years into this thing, and I'd go in the morning, get me an 8-ball of cocaine, and I'd go at night before dinner. I was always going to get bread. I was always going to get bread, be gone 2 to 3 hours. Hold on, we got what's going on, sir? Can somebody tend to this guy back here?
No, this kid right here. He was lost.
Okay.
We good.
We're good. So I'd go in the morning, get my 8-ball, then by dinner I'd go get another one. I was always going to get milk and be gone 3 hours. Every time. Right. You ever go over to the guy's house? Yeah, come on over, I got it. You get there, he don't have it no more. He said, but my guy went to get some, he'll be right back. And you're like 2 hours on the couch waiting. I'm like, dude, I just went to get milk and some bread. You gotta call this guy. So here's the bottom line. This is why I crave to do Crave Crusade. I took my addiction all the way to death and hell. Satan took every single thing from me. He absolutely stripped everything from me. Until this one night, December 4th, 2004. I went in the morning, got my cocaine, my 8-ball. Then I went back right before dinner and got my 8-ball. And I remember the guy telling me again, Danny. And this time he jerked it back. He said, Danny, I'm not kidding. 98% pure. You better cut this. I said, just give it here. I took it, I went home, and I did what I always do. I go in the front door, and I take a left, and I go down the foyer hallway, and I go in the half bath, close the door. I grab whatever whatnot is on the shelf that Teresa would have in our bathroom, and I wasn't playing anymore. I wasn't cutting it and putting squirrely lines on the mirror. I was just crushing it with whatever I could and sticking my straw in it and snorting it, not having any idea how much I was taking. So I did that this night, and I sealed the little bag up, put it in my pocket, and I always hid it. I didn't leave my stuff out. I had way too much respect for everybody, my daughters, my wife. So I put it in my pocket, and I'm coming out of the bathroom, And I hear Teresa coming out of the family room across the kitchen. So I put it in my mouth. And we met face to face in the foyer, and she looked up at me, she said, "You're a wreck." Went around me, went upstairs. I'm swallowing this bag. And I feel it going down my throat, and I just feel my whole face and my whole throat numb. So I went back into the half bath, and with everything that I have, I put my fingers together, and I pulled the tip of that bag out, and I held it up to the mirror, and there was nothing but saliva in it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So I thought, I've got to do something to dilute this. So I go to the kitchen and start pouring a glass of milk. I said, that's all I've got. I'm pouring a glass of milk. And right in the middle of pouring that milk, a voice said, "Go be with Teresa." So much so it startled me. I stopped and I looked around. There was nobody. I said, whatever. And I kept pouring the milk. This time he come back, he said with a stern voice, "Go be with Teresa." I said, yes, yes, whatever. I grabbed my milk and I go through the foyer and I hit the steps. And right when I hit the steps, I started to seizure. And my heart started pumping. I feel like I was doing flips. It was going to just flip around and burst in my chest. So I make my way up the steps. And I remember my milk. I just remember my milk going all over the place, all over the walls, and I'm shaking and trembling, and I get to my bedroom door, and when I realize that it's locked, I heard legions. I'm saying legions, brothers and sisters, of demons, saying, "We've got him. We finally got him." I'm here to tell you that the enemy's after you. You want to know why? Because you are made in the image of God, and the enemy hates us. That freaked me out. We got him. We finally got him. So I step back and I kick the whole door down, frame and everything. I still got my milk. And I go in and set it on Teresa's jewelry box and bam, collapse on the bed. Teresa's over in the corner reading a book with her nightlight, just trying to find some peace. Because if you were around me when I was in my addiction, I was like a cancer. You might think I'm talking to you, we're having a conversation, but in my mind I'm like, what can I get out of this guy? What can I do? Can he give me money? Can I steal from him? What's he got on? What's he driving? One of his car doors locked. It didn't matter. That's who I was. And my wife would separate herself from me. So I come bursting into the bedroom, and she's over in the corner and sees me plop on the bed, and she come running across the room, and she said, "What are you on?" I said, I'm overdosing on cocaine. I've been taking pain pills all day long. She said, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "Go call 911. And she turned to me and she screamed loud as she could, "You better not die on me, you blank, blank, blank." And left the room. And I'm not kidding you, I laid in that bed and I thought, she still loves me. So she called the ambulance. When she left the room, that's when death walked in my bedroom. A lot of people don't understand this. Who here has experienced death? Who here has experienced death? Rub up against him. Brother, do you know, yes or no, when death enters a room? He's nodding his head yes. That's what happened to me. I knew it was over. It's time to punch out, Danny Van Gundy. And that same voice in the kitchen came back to me and said, "Danny, you're either for me or you're against me." My God, I feel the Holy Ghost. He said, "You're either for me or against me," because I tell you what, I lived my whole life in church, in and out of church, and I think God was telling me, you need to make a decision, brother. None of this half-stepping no more. You're either for me or against me. And I knew I killed myself, so I asked Jesus Christ to forgive me. And when I said the sinner's prayer again, for like the 2800th time, all of a sudden I find myself on a shore. I'm not feeling the effects of cocaine or drug overdose or anything. I'm just like wondering, where am I? I walk down this way and look, and this shore goes forever. I look out here and it's the blackest sea I have ever seen. It was black. And I looked this way and there was a mountain over here that came down into a jetty to the ocean. So I said, hey, let me just make my way over this mountain. I go to this mountain and I lean in because there's caves all throughout this mountain, about thousands of caves. And I leaned in and looked, and in every cave was a demon turned around looking at me. That's when I said, I'm in hell. I'm in hell. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, I can't believe I'm in hell. I can't believe I started walking and pacing the beach. I'm in hell. You know what? Because my mom and dad took me to church when I was a young boy. That's okay. I went to church as a young teenager. That's okay. I went to church as a young man married with my wife, only when we got in trouble, though. Financially or physically. My Tiffany, we had to take and lay that on the altar. Came out perfectly healthy. But right when God was trying to work with me, about 6 months, then I would turn around and say, thank you anyways, but I got it from here. And we'd leave church. So I'm in hell, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm in hell. So I get down to this part of the beach, and I just lift my hands. I said, God, if you get me out of here, I will live the rest of my life for you. As soon as I said that, a brilliant, bright, white light, like the sun itself, encircled me. As soon as the circle was complete, whoosh, I was pulled up out of hell and I was on my bedroom floor with 5 paramedics jumping over me, all wired up, trying to get me stabilized. I remember opening my eyes and thinking, I didn't say anything. I thought, boys, it's going to be okay. Or I would not be here.
Thank you, God.
This towel right there.
Ever since then, I went to Valor Christian College, got my degree. Any Valors in the house? I know Sean goes out there to World Harvest. I was raised in World Harvest, so this music I heard today, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Let me wipe my head off, because I got something serious. I need everybody quiet. I need everybody quiet. Please, can everybody just give me one moment? This whole crusade comes down to this one moment. Look at me, everybody.